We need to stay on track. Let's try to contact Cassandra again. The location we've chosen seems perfect for it. Let's get going.
Connection to Control Unit 0 established.
So, Cassandra, I don't think that I'm gonna let you catch me that easily. You'll have to come up with something else.
Analyzing.
Okay, hold up. I'll help you with your analysis. I know you're trying to divide us, stirring up riots and unrest among communities to keep them weak. You do that because you're scared. What if we did unite? What if we were one force?
Analyzing.
Would you still have stayed there in Maracor with your army and let us surround you?
Riots and unrest amongst people are calculated parameters.
Interesting. So you've worked it out. But what about individuals? What about a lone fighter who could get this close to you? How's that for a threat?
Where's your prototype?
I understand. Dawkins is a threat then. Of course he is. He knows things that could really mess up your day, huh? But actually, you don't even worry about it. Soon, all your dark ELEX will have contaminated everything. That's what you want, right?
High level of purity of carrier medium for transmuting individuals ensured.
Huh. Unless someone contaminates your carrier medium, or dilutes it with a similar substance. Damn. The Alb's ELEX depot in Ignidon. You're going to attack it soon, aren't you?
Contact. Enemy units detected.
Oh, God damn it, why now?
Commander?
You're starting to piss me off, but we need to keep going.
Training of Commander Core Mental.
Let's talk to Cassandra one last time. Same location, same method. I mean, lightning can't strike the same spot twice, right? Try it again. Contact Cassandra.
Connection to Control Unit 0 established.
So, where were we?
Analyzing.
Ah, that's right. We were talking about your carrier medium, the Dark ELEX. How can you reverse the transmutation process after being bitten?
My analysis of your metabolism reveals an advanced stage of transmutation without metamorphosis. This is abnormal behavior.
I'll ask you again. Wait. Oh, I get it. You don't know how it all works. You have no fucking idea, do you? You're not a control unit. You're just an executive body, a Skyand puppet. They programmed you, and they control your processes. That's it, huh?
Comprehensive investigation in an appropriate research cell is vital.
Of course. It's your scientists. They're wondering why I still haven't turned into one of your creatures. It's one of the reasons you want Dawkins, too, huh? Don't want him leading an even stronger resistance against Dark ELEX.
Hold your position. The curators here will take you into custody. Where is your prototype?
Who gave you the damn order to look for us? Who wants to autopsy us anomalies?
Analyzing.
Who programmed you? Who's behind all this?
Analyzing.
Give me their fucking name!
Contact. Enemy units detected.
Shit!
Sensors detect no trace of Control Unit 0.
Cassandra retreated. Maybe I was a little rough there. Well, activate enhanced security protocols, little guy. I think we found out what we can.
Acknowledged.
It wasn't a lot, but still. Now I know what we need to face the Skyands and Marikor.
Sensors detect weak signal from direction of Betara. The former is sharing contact data.
A message from the Skyands. What is it?
Principal Tayak awaiting arrival of second humanoid anomaly in Betara Command Unit.
An audience with the Skyand elite, huh? Guess I piqued somebody's interest.
Additional data packets transferred. Isolation active.
Right. Leave enhanced security protocols active. Those sons of bitches will just try and take you over again. You better leave your visor closed until I've talked to Principal Tayak.
Acknowledged.
We have to take care of ourselves first. I need a few good fighters by my side.
Recommendation. Verify loyalty of comrades.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'll have to do that before we go into battle. I can't afford to have any setbacks or betrayals right now. Thanks for the tip, pal.
Stand by.
That could be important.
Probability of human survival within critical range.
This is the Batara former command cell. Now where's Principal Tayak?
And out of their midst will come men who will tower above all others, and yet be equal to them.
So you must be Principal Tayak. Didn't know Skyands could speak our language.
What has long rested in darkness has returned to the light of the world. Yes, we speak your language, and yes, they call me Tayak now. A designation of my identity, one that has not completely shed its roots.
You were waiting for me.
I called, and you came.
Why now? Why haven't you tried to negotiate with humans before?
Your attempts to infiltrate Cassandra were impressive. You are worthy of our attention.
But why Magellan? Couldn't you have found another world?
Unless you are aware of an alternative habitat, that is not a viable proposal.
Why invade now? Why not before?
We had not completed our primary research. We would have been unprepared.
What makes you think you have the right to destroy our planet?
It is as much our planet as it is yours, and we will improve it.
Who are you? Where the hell are you from?
The ground beneath you tells our story, but there are few who could remember it now.
You're not giving me straight answers. Just a load of bullshit.
You hear the words, but your mind is too limited to discern the truth behind them.
Why did you call me? What do you want from me?
You are the second humanoid anomaly. If anyone could understand, it would be you.
What the fuck?
You could ask 1,000 more questions, and I could answer them all. And yet your mind would not apprehend this knowledge without the one answer to every question.
And what's that?
Who we are, where we come from, where we are going, and how much time we have left is all at the will of the singularity. It is the source. It is our God. It is the ELEX. And it will be the end of us all.
More damn riddles. How am I supposed to understand anything if everything you say just raises more questions?
Your thoughts are tied in knots, when really it's all so simple. Let me explain it to you from the very beginning. First, there was desire, a shared obsession for eternal life. We were not the only ones with such a desire. There was another, a scientist and inventor, making his name at what was then called the Infinite Skies Corporation.
You're talking about Dawkins.
It was he who invented the formula for immortality. He who discovered the singularity, a celestial body with the necessary laboratory conditions, many light years away. And so the inventor sent a delegation of scientists there, so that they could make his elixir of life a reality. And they succeeded. The first ELEX was created. But the inventor was still here on Magellan. If he was to remain alive for the many decades of research ahead, he would need the first derivative of the ELEX brought to him. And so the comet became the emissary of this miracle, delivering both the ELEX and the cataclysm that would reduce the planet to ashes. The rest of Magellan's story, you wrote yourself.
I thought it must have been something like that. Callahan wasn't the only spacecraft sent to save mankind from the comet. There was a second one, carrying a group of scientists, and its name was Cassandra. That's who you are, isn't it? You're the scientist Dawkins sent in search of eternal life. When I first heard what you called yourselves, it sounded like Skyands. But you're not insects. You're not even beings from another planet. You're scientists. And you risked everything, heading into the sky in search of the very essence of life. Everything that's happened to our world over the last 2 centuries. It's because of you. You developed ELEX and brought it here.
My name was once Taylor. But many years of metamorphosis and cellular renewal turned me into something else. Turned us all into something unique. We became the Skyands. I am Tayak now, the guardian of Betara, one of those who will improve Magellan.
Telling me this? What do you want?
You are the second humanoid anomaly. You are a DNA replicant of Dr. Adam Charles Dawkins, or Deus, as he is known among Skyands. You have a direct connection to him. Of all living humans, you must know where he is.
As it happens, I have no idea where Dawkins is now. But why is he so important to you?
Those of us who left in the Cassandra space shuttle risked our lives and had to live in open space for decades. Dawkins only had one job. He was to prepare this planet for our return with the first derivative of the ELEX we sent him. But when we finally received word from him and returned, well, so much has gone wrong with this planet in our absence.
You call what you do improving? Killing everything and everyone and building your own world? We've got another word for that. Genocide.
Those who are worthy will be transformed. All others are expendable.
What was it like, being shot into the sky like that?
We are immortal. We can do things the rest of humanity can't even dream are possible. But it has come at a high cost. After centuries near the singularity, developing the ELEX, we began to change. But we came to an even more devastating realization. The singularity was moving. Slowly at first, then faster and faster. Even the most hardened skeptics could no longer deny what we had started to suspect. You see, the ELEX was not just made near the singularity. Many of the components were actually taken from it.
Does that mean?
Yes, the ELEX is part of the singularity, and it wants it back.
That thing. It's on its way here? You stole part of its essence and now it's coming to take it back. To reunite with the ELEX. Is that what you're saying?
Your mind is beginning to see now. To understand.
So you want to make Dawkins pay for not preparing the planet for you. But that's not the whole story, is it? You don't understand why I still resist your infection, do you? Cassandra's computer told me. My superhuman willpower is a mystery, and you're starting to realize I could be dangerous to you. How am I doing so far?
You see much.
So you want to drag me off to your labs and tie me to one of your dissection tables? Of course. And since I'm Dawkins' DNA replicant, you think I must have the same abilities he does. So take me apart, and you learn all about him, too.
Since you seem to understand everything so clearly, there's no need to prolong things. If you can't help us find him, this conversation is over. Dawkins won't be able to hide forever.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Just one more thing.
Enough questions. It is time to study your anomaly. We have very little time before the singularity arrives. We must be prepared. That means expanding our knowledge of mutability, and your DNA could save us many years of research. Now, make your way to one of our research cells. You cannot win the battle with the new ELEX anyway. Sooner or later, you will become one of us.
Then why are you so eager to take me apart? You don't know shit. Anyway, even if it does come to that, it'll be my decision, not yours.
Enough! We need to finish this now.
Over my dead body.
If that is how it must be.
Damn it.
Shouldn't have come here!
Running out of time. Fucking son of a bitch. Dawkins is the cause of everything that's happened to humanity. The world fell to his arrogance and greed. He wanted nothing more than to prolong his own miserable existence. And now, when the spirits he summoned are haunting him, disappears. This has to stop. For good. My drone needs to find him. I must put an end to his plans.
Critical risk. Recommend immediate evasion.
What about Dawkins? Can you locate him?
Negative. Dawkins outside sensor range.
Stay alert. We need to find that son of a bitch.
Stand by.
Stay here. Follow me. Damn it. What's wrong with me? No, not now. Something's happening to me. I think I'm starting to develop the ability to control it. I'm becoming one with the Dark ELEX and its properties, just as the Skyands feared. Dawkins.
Commander, Dawkins detected near Deltara former.
Damn it! We're too late! I don't know what they've got planned for him in Deltara, but whatever it is, it won't be good for us.
Immediate intervention recommended.
Yeah, you're right. We gotta drag Dawkins out of there before the Skyands squeeze everything out of him.
Acknowledged.
Dawkins, I will find you, and I will finish this. Ugh, shit.
unstable. Recommend caution.
Finally. I thought I'd never find you.
Jax, you're here. You came to save my life?
Actually, I still don't know what I'm gonna do with you. Should I ram my gun down your throat now or after you explain things?
I see. I take it you've spoken to the Skyands.
Did you really think you'd keep your story secret forever?
No, but I hoped I'd get the chance to explain everything to you before the invaders did.
You've had plenty of chances. If things hadn't turned out this way, you probably would have taken the secret to your grave.
Maybe you're right, but perhaps we should get out of here before...
You're not going anywhere. Not until you tell me everything you've done. To me, to humanity.
Well, seems I don't have much choice. All right, let's talk about it if we must.
When did you find out about the comet heading for Magellan? Was it before or after you started planning to live forever?
The comet wasn't the beginning. I first sighted it 5 years before it crashed here. But even before that, years before, when I was still a young man, I observed a much more significant phenomenon in the sky.
Singularity.
All my research, all the observations, all the calculations, they all told me this was an incredible discovery. It was the answer to all the questions humanity had ever asked, and more. Much more than that. But I didn't have the resources then to fathom its true nature. Then, years later, when the Infinite Skies Corporation was founded, I had my chance. Unlimited resources. Everything I needed. And still, I couldn't really comprehend what I was seeing. It seemed to turn all the laws of physics, all the laws of nature, on their head. The results of my research and the lessons I learned from the Singularity's behavior brought me fame and the recognition of my colleagues. But even when many of them tried to denounce me, I continued my research, though I soon reached the limits of what I could learn.
How did you create ELEX?
I didn't. It was there all along, in the Singularity itself. ELEX is a part of it. It just needed to be modified and adapted to humans. I was getting old then, increasingly aware of my mortality. I realized I would never reap the rewards of my work if I didn't...
Find a way to live forever.
Yes. Even there, the Singularity helped me set the wheels in motion. But I couldn't do it down here on Magellan. I had to go up, to the Singularity itself. It was the only place with the right conditions. But the journey would have taken far too long. I needed a faster way. A technology you've seen for yourself. It's been a feature of the skies for years, ever since the war against the Alps.
You mean the strange ring the hybrid created?
Correct. An artificial wormhole. A bridge from this world to another. I sent a group of scientists through it. They came back more than 160 years later as highly developed, immortal beings.
Why didn't you go yourself? Why leave it to others?
Because of the comet. This rock, this tremendous destructive force on a collision course with our world. I was afraid if I went with them, we'd return to a planet reduced to rubble and dust.
And that's exactly what happened. You didn't stop it. Whether you were here or on the other side of the galaxy.
It wasn't a question of whether it would hit Magellan. The question was whether humanity would survive.
You could have saved the planet. You could have changed the comet's course with your spacecraft.
I tried. I was the one who started projects like Cassandra and Callahan. But when panic breaks out, well, few people are willing to pull together for a common cause.
How did the first ELEX get into the comet?
My Cassandra scientists had to hurry once they reached the singularity. They quickly had their first success. They sent Blue ELEX back to us on a carrier rocket. But soon after launch, it became clear it would never reach Magellan. A fatal miscalculation they could do nothing to correct. But the rocket could reach the comet that was fast approaching the planet. So they steered it onto its path, and soon, the ELEX was here, and my work could begin.
Your work to prolong your miserable life at the expense of millions of other lives.
Yes, a tragedy, I admit.
What about the DNA replication? Why did you share your genes with me?
I've been trying to prepare the planet for the arrival of the Skyands for years. That's what the Albs and their directive were for. And for a while it was working. But once the Albs set up the first converter in the lands of the Free People, the tide turned. The hybrid, that thing I was a part of once, sensed resistance among the Albs. There were a lot of skeptics and even saboteurs, especially among the technicians. The foundation of a hostile group, the Separatists, became inevitable. But there you were, a highly effective and confident commander. Even then, your willpower was a thing to behold. I replicated my own DNA with that of the Alb with the greatest mental strength I could find, to protect myself and my legacy. It was a backup, if you will. Being in the hybrid capsule prevented me from doing anything as mundane as procreating.
That explains your interest in my son. But you won't be going near him again. I'll make sure of that.
After the replication, your willpower became even stronger. You were the only one who could resist being promoted to Alexander. Even implanting a control chip in your head had little effect. That's one reason I chose you to establish and lead the Sixth Power. If anyone can stop the Skyands, it's you.
Where does this great willpower come from? What did you do to me that even the Skyands don't understand?
The gifts to exercise great power over ELEX are rooted in the configuration and harmonies of an individual's DNA. And willpower is one of these gifts. There are others, such as superhuman creativity or imagination, or superhuman strategic and mathematical problem solving. You and I are not just the humanoid anomalies the Skyands would have us believe. We are ELEX elementals, my friend. Our gifts give us the power to shape both ourselves and the fate of the world.
Why the Sixth Power? Why so much effort?
Because the Skyands want to level the planet, and I no longer have the power to stop them. I'm not one of them anymore. I'm their enemy.
Who can blame them for wanting you dead? How did you manage to smuggle all those scientists aboard Cassandra without anyone realizing it?
At first, nobody knew anything about the comet or any spacecraft. Of course, once things were in the open, I was forced to share my research with everyone. Research that might save a lot of lives, maybe all of them. But Cassandra was to be my project. I kept it secret to make sure it didn't suffer the same fate as Callahan. All people did was argue, blaming mistakes on each other. I couldn't allow that to happen with Cassandra. So
you got rid of anyone who could have talked about it, right?
it was a dark time. Not one I'm proud of.
Your scientists, or whatever they are now, spoke of the singularity as if it were a god.
Isn't it? It contains secrets that no one, not even I, could ever discover. Not in 1,000 lifetimes of research. It gives eternal life. It creates new life forms from nothing. It decides whether we all live or die.
Principal Tayak says it's moving towards us. It could hit us at any moment. And from what you're telling me, this is nothing like a simple comet. This will destroy us all.
So what is it, if not pure divinity?
Stop fucking with me! How do we stop it, genius?
The Skyands have been set on their path from the very beginning. It's this plan that drives them. It's their reason for being. The reason anyone who gets in its way is destroyed.
Oh yeah? So what is this plan?
All in good time, Jax. We need to survive this war before we can move on to the next one.
All these elaborate schemes, all that effort, for such a long time.
Well, that's the price of eternal life. And I'm paying it now.
And so is everyone else, you bastard. You're nothing but a murderer.
Maybe. But the Skyands are far worse. Just think of the sheer scale of what they're doing.
What about what we did in those converters? Squeezing the ELEX out of people.
What is it you want, Jax? Justice? World peace? What's that compared to standing before God and being granted eternal life?
You've done nothing but lie and manipulate me. Well, I'm done. The super soldier you bred to serve you quits right here and now.
There's no need for us to be at odds, Jax.
Of course there is. It's the only way I'll ever be free.
Fine, if that's the way you want it. Just don't expect me to give up without a fight. If I win, I promise to honor your legacy. Your work will not have been in vain.
Enough talking. Let's end this now.
As you wish.
Probability of ambush high.
Big mistake!
Recommend reinforcements be requested. Probability of survival critically low.
Damn it. That son of a bitch. Doesn't matter. I need to keep going. Otherwise there'll be nothing left to fight for. I'm probably better off not thinking about it.
that woman near me again!
You've made that abundantly clear, yes. Your robots gave us a really warm welcome at the end of the road to Caracas, by the way. Thanks for that.
Yes, I admit I acted rashly. However...
I get it. Nasty can make anyone's blood boil. Even an Elexidor.
perhaps we had best not speak of it again.
What's going on? Any news about the Skyands troop movements?
We recently had word that a large formation of their troops is approaching. I wouldn't be surprised if they've already taken up positions in front of the depot. They will launch an attack soon. We must prepare for the onslaught.
You should negotiate with them.
I've tried. The principal leading them clearly indicated that he will only accept unconditional surrender. He wants our ELEX. Needless to say, that is not an acceptable option for anyone here.
Does that mean the Albs are joining the war against the Skyands now?
It can't be helped. We will not surrender the depot without a fight.
I could try and stop them outside the depot.
That would help us a great deal, even if you could only reduce their numbers. We will take up positions here and wait for the attackers. We must prepare for battle.
Well,
We Albs are the most... Who but we has the right to...
train me.
Maybe you have some time to spare right now?
What do you have in mind?
My next step towards mastering the... I will help someone in distress. That is a very human thing to do.
Okay. Just don't tell me you need someone to...
There is no need for that. Such a person already exists. Rolf, the hunter, has been set upon by... I calculate that if we do not help him, he will be unsuccessful.
Hold on. You know that one of our men is in mortal danger and we're just standing... What the fuck?
As I said, Rolf the hunter... Not far from where we took...
Then let's stop...
This is my...
We'll be heading to Marikor soon. Coming with us?
Of course. The Skyands culture holds all
Thanks. I wouldn't want to do it without you.
Likewise.
Another ally to check off the list. Let's keep going.
I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that we found 2 people who have been recently transformed into Skyan.
And the bad news?
They're somewhere near the Epsilara Former in Tavar. Not the most pleasant of destinations.
Dex has decided where he wants to continue his education. He's chosen the Outlaws.
Are you insane?
It was his choice. And you know how he gets once he's set on something. Askar will be with him. You can monitor...
But what if he gets into trouble?
Dex has incredible potential.
And you want to send him away?
Don't worry. Didn't he just travel halfway around the world pretty much alone? Think how much safer he'll be in a more civilized area.
I swear, Jax.
I know. It won't be long before we're at war. Will you still be fighting by my side when the...
How dare you ask me that?
Well, I need to know.
Oh, shut up. Of course. What else would I be doing?
And another ally. Let's keep going. I've been to worse. I still haven't given up hope of finding an antidote to the Dark Plague.
I'll do what I can. Pretty imposing sight.
Yeah. And we're all screwed if they manage to finish the job they were created for.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. You're more familiar with this area. I'll follow.
I'm going...
what this place used to be.
What the hell?
Yeah. All right.
We have to be real careful out here.
Yeah, I noticed that.
It's time.
Get behind me! ELEX's effect on these poor souls is truly horrifying.
At least they're out of their misery.
But ours is just beginning. I hope the place where they mutated can bring us some answers. It's dangerous around here. Step aside. I have to focus. I'm finished.
Not before you tell me what you found.
I will, only the effort has completely drained me. The more... I can say for certain now that the ELEX derivatives come from the same source. Their vibrations are the same, so is their origin.
The singularity. Yeah, we know that. What else?
The ELEX derivatives communicate not only with their host, that is, the carrier organism, its mind. They also communicate with each other. In fact, they appear to complement each other.
Interesting. Go on.
They influence and attract each other, like those... What did you call those magical artifacts?
Magnets.
Yes. I inquired about them after you mentioned them and learned about their powers of attraction.
Wait. You're saying one ELEX attracts the other?
Right. One seeks out the other and is driven to merge with it. It's not unlike gravity. The attraction is power. In fact, when found in large quantities, it has a force many times greater than our planet's gravitational pull. ELEX is still extraordinarily rare in its purity. It's usually bound with other substances from this world, weakening its force.
So it needs some kind of medium, a mind, to focus the ELEX voices and have an effect.
You got it. It's almost as if ELEX was created with a single purpose, the control of mind over matter. But what kind of being would be capable of designing and producing such a powerful substance?
There's always been talk of the singularity being a divine intervention in some way.
What else could it be? Whatever the ultimate source, I doubt this is the limit of its powers. I fear the Skyands and ELEX are merely the harbingers of something far greater. Something of cosmic proportions.
Maybe. But in the meantime,
After examining all the evidence, I'm afraid that curing the Dark Plague is not going to be a simple matter. To be honest, it's beyond my comprehension. All we can do for the moment is try to contain the Dark ELEX. We cannot allow it to reach a critical mass. If that happens...
well, at least we know where we stand.
True. As long as... however slim that chance...
Think it's about time to pay the Berserkers a visit. You coming? Or what?
So I can get you into the fort and make some introductions?
Well, yeah, that's how this works, isn't it? What's wrong?
Can't you get yourself killed without my help? Not this time.
You're chickening out. Just when things are about to get interesting. Whatever, I can... So I'll see ya.
Honestly, what was that all about?
What is it?!
We'll be going to war against the enemy soon. Are you with us?
What? You want to keep all the fun to yourself? Fuck that!
Glad to hear it.
Oh, don't get all
Another ally I can check off my list. Let's keep going. We'll be going to Marikor soon. You come with me?
Marikor? Are you insane? Man, guess you can see right through me now, can't you, big guy? Of course I'll come. No.
Another ally to check off the list. Let's keep going.
I think this is a bot.
Let's get a summary of the tasks we have ahead of us.
Stand by.
I need to check the loyalty of those closest to me. I don't want a companion stabbing me in the back. Ekrom needs my support in the battle against the Skyands. I need to put an end to the riots going on in the land of the free people. The Sixth Power must be able to work in peace. Most importantly, the biggest problem facing my faction needs... Last but not least, we need... That's definitely going to be difficult.
Stand by.
Right now, we should tackle the biggest disputes in the lands of the free people. Cassandra is gaining better and better control. We should turn off the hacked systems before they threaten our whole existence. I should talk to ELEX or Ekrom about it as soon as possible.
Acknowledged.
Follow me. Okay then, let's go. Clock's ticking. Has the enemy made any hacking attempts?
I have had reports that our machines have seen a spike in malfunctions recently. Not only are they pitting our own robots against us, They're also using them to assault other free people.
Then those machines have outlived their usefulness. It's time to scrap them. Where can I find them?
A great number are heading to Igniton. Apparently, they have been sent to attack the depot. There are more in Caracas. Robots annihilate anything that stands in their way. Many of them are on their way to Maracor. It seems the Skyands are used. If we ever hope to survive, you will need... I am sure you have other important things to do. But if we do not intervene, our numbers will dwindle rapidly.
Follow me.
Watch out!
Skyands are now entering open confrontation like that. We don't have much time.
a good place for us to be.
We're nearing the final decisive stages of this war. Will you fight with me until the end?
I can't say for sure that I'll survive. I'm not that battle-hardened. But I'll try. I'll follow you to the battle for Marikor.
Thanks for trusting in me.
We'll see.
yourself.
I'm coming! This mixture should be treated with the utmost caution. Bathing in it is not recommended.
Well, these late game quests are not particularly exciting. Go there, kill 50 robots or 50 critters or whatever. Maybe it's because of my attitude, and it's purely creative attitude. Or, I don't know, maybe it's not related. But this is not really exciting.
Over there! This will not go unpunished.
Needless to say that this type of combat is not really exciting as well. You just spam left click and that's it. Everything dies with occasional hold left click. If you gather all this shit, I mean, you get a lot of swords and weapons and animal hides and shit. You don't actually need it anymore. It doesn't really matter at this point.
work. What else is on our list? Maricor's jammed with those enemy robots. We're still not ready.